In this video, we will be baking mini breads. One mini bread is a quarter of the basic bread recipe. We will be using the full recipe though and bake 4 minis out of it. You can find the link to the basic recipe in the description below. If you haven't watched the video yet, please watch it first so you know how to prepare the basic dough, which will be essential to following the rest of this video here. If you have any questions in regards to preparation of the basic dough, let us know.
So let's see how our basic dough turned out. We have basically risen it about a couple of times now. In the middle of it, we actually did one stretch and fold. So we will have one stretch and fold left. So here's what it looks like, go nice and smooth. So should be fine. So what I will be doing is basically, I will take it out and then I will cut it in 4 equal size pieces, which is fairly simple. You just cut across in it and cut it through. And that said, I'm going to move this to the side a little bit. So that should suffice. We'll put some flour on the kitchen counter here. Making it a little bit non-stick. Oh, that should help. So I'm going to loosen it. Comes out nice and smooth. Throw it on here. In order that the dough doesn't stick to your fingers too much, you can use a little bit of water. So wetting your fingers a little bit, then it's a whole lot easier. As you can see, no sticking anymore. Dough bubbles nicely. So we can work this now. I will get my dough cutter here and I will try to get about 4 nice equal pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Yep. Let's put a few of them to the side here. And now important is you could stretch and fold the whole dough, but then you have actually some air in enclosure on the bottom. So what I like to do is like to preform the dough a little bit, and as you can see, it's actually letting it do pretty nicely. It still bubbles. So now we're getting more and more to a roll shape. I'm gonna flatten it out a little bit, and don't forget to wet your hands in between. Just don't soak them, just make them wet so the dough doesn't stick too much. So now we're gonna stretch and fold it. Turn it around. And what I like to do is I like to kind of hold with one hand here against the dough and try to shape it as good as I can. And push the dough under. It's a little bit of work and I'm not skilled, as you can see, so probably have to bake another at least 200 of those to get it down a little better. So we're gonna do the same thing here. And again, water to help it. Stretch it out. Stretch it, fold it over. It's a little tricky with the small quantity of dough you're working with. So try to do it as at your best. And it's always also hard to get later on when you turn it around. It kind of looks odd. So to get this kind of round shape to it. Right. Oh, we have still one left here, so let me close this out here. As you can see, they're not quite equal in size, so might have gotten a little bit a bigger cutoff in the first run here. Shape it out, flatten it, and try to do a stretch and fold. Turn it over. I'll put it to the side. And the last one. It tries to stick a little bit, but that's all right. We're going to get it somehow. Keep in mind, I'm doing this the first time. The wife told me to do it, so I'll try. And I'll show you how I mess it up. She's gonna yell at me later, because they are not all the same size and not all the same shape. This one actually is not too bad. So let's work the others real quick one more time. Ah, that's our baby. All right, that should be good. And we'll put them to the side here. And we'll put them on parchment paper. So that's the first result ever on my side. So like I said, I might actually have to do this like 200 more times, and then it will be better, I would assume. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to let this sit and let it rise for another 45 minutes. I'm going to cover it. Well, I'm going to set the oven now. It's simple here, an hour's bake for 25, and start. It should now finish actually earlier before our dough proofs, so we get plenty of time to move the mini breads later. So here we are, about 45 minutes later, and let's see how our rolls were doing. Oh yeah, they turned out really, really nice. And even our baby one actually got some form and some size. Not that baby anymore. So the next step, what we're after here is we want to scar them I'm going to take our sheet out of the oven, place them on the sheet and bake them. That's about it. I hope I don't mess anything up, and I think we're going to get a pretty good result. So for the scoring purpose, I've prepared a razor blade. Regular razor blade actually does the trick. And let's test this. Oh yeah, springs back nicely. Yeah, look at that. Yep. Now, in order to scar them, basically I'll do a cross scar here. Open them up nicely. And try to do it from that side. Oops. Don't. Oh. I'm gonna be yelled at for sure, because they could actually look nicer, I guess. But the dough is very soft. I try to really scar them nicely. Let's see. Make sure you scar them deep enough so the dough, once it bakes, actually has a place to go. That's one of the reasons why we scar them. It's not only for looks. You can see it already opens up nicely in the middle. Dough is very soft. The blade is not really that sharp. And like I said, I mean, I might do better when I scar number 200 versus number 4. And it sticks a little bit, as you can see. And once we're done with this, I'm going to transfer them to the sheet, as I mentioned earlier. I'm going to wet my fingers a little bit. The good part is the dough has a little bit of memory, so it's going back to its, tries to go back to its original form. So I might actually end up with round rolls. This not so much. It kind of looks more like a, I don't know, a bread roll. Well, the dough is actually bread dough, so, and you can actually see the air bubble in here. So that's it. I'm gonna take out the sheet here in a moment and transfer those over there. So here we go. Be very careful, oven is very, very hot. The sheet is hot, it's cast iron, so it will be hot as well. Open the oven. Whew. There it is, there it is. Foggy. Sheet on here. Now let me get the rolls. I'm gonna close this here as much as I can. And here we go. The parchment paper actually is pretty neat because it helps you transfer your rolls. I'm trying to give it some last form here, so I don't get yelled at that much, you know. So try to make them as round as possible. To me, those are breads, right? So that's what it looks like. And now they're gonna go in the oven. I will be cheating a little bit. I will actually check on them every 5 minutes, see that they are going to be golden brown. So maybe I get some good points for the color. Might actually lose some points on the form. And even through the gloves, the cast iron sheet is fairly hot. All right. And I'll see you in about 15-20 minutes. I will take the camera and we'll do a peek here and there and let you see how they are developing. Awesome. I think we're gonna go golden brown right now, and I think they're ready to pull them out the oven. Don't you think? Here we go. Ready or not, here goes nothing. The result. I'll put it on here for a moment. Nice brownish, nice golden in the middle. I think we're good to go. And now we need to let them cool down.